Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Miss the mark or hit the mark. You know, it's a sin when you miss the mark. It's an archery term. It's an archery term. Missing the mark. You don't want to miss the mark. You want to hit it. So, you know, when you play basketball or shoot a basket or darts even, that can help with your will to hit something. You need to practice kind of that intention of, you know, making a basket or throwing a dart at a dartboard. That could help, you know, psychologically, I think. So just try, you know, give it a shot. You don't want to be gutted without drive or will. But you know, I was thinking a second ago, there's a bird at the house. It's a bird. It built its nest, and then it had 3 little chicks hatched, and everybody was watching it feed the chicks, and the chicks have their mouths open, and I'm sure the mama bird was kind of frantic, you know, trying to feed the babies. One of them, my daughter told me one of them, she found one, I don't know if it's today or yesterday, but he's dead and he fell out of the nest. Yeah, you don't want to, so that's, I'm kind of using that as an example. You don't want to overextend yourself financially. The term bite off more than you can chew. You don't want to do that. I know Joe Biden's got his work plate full. You know, he's got billions of dollars need to go to Zelensky, the gay Jewish actor. Of course, the Ukraine conflict is supported by Hollywood. All of the Jewish actors and non-Jewish actors in Hollywood, many of them support whatever's going on, whatever conflict, or they support the money grift. All the Jewish actors, all of Hollywood. You had Tom Cruise, you had a few actors that I kind of liked their movies, you know. They go and take pictures. Hey, Zelensky is an actor, you're an actor, and you take photos, so it's just a bunch of actors on a stage. But this time it's a real world stage, right? They're participating in the show. So Joe Biden's got his plate full of handing out money to the military or whoever, and bankrupting America or devaluing the dollar. Not an easy job, you know, not an easy job. A lot of demands on the Biden administration. Everybody wants some cheese. I've seen some funny memes though with Zelensky, you know, like a homeless guy, like a beggar, I need 1 more billion. 40 more billion, please. Comedy is not dead. That's for sure. It's alive and well. As much as they try to ban memes or ban, whatever speech, it's still alive. Comedy is alive. But what's the topic now? So yeah, I don't know, one of the birds, I don't know, what do baby birds eat? I know big birds eat bread and seeds, and I guess you could give them worms. I did mention we could buy worms for the mama bird to feed the baby birds. Just 3 little birds. Now there's maybe 2. Maybe, I don't know, maybe more than one fell off. It's a pretty safe spot though, because there's predators out there, crows, and they'll want to eat the chicks, even raid the nest. So it's not an unsafe spot per se. But I don't think I've overextended myself. I just need to I just need to figure it out, and make a decision, right? I think if I'm going to do Uber or Lyft or deliveries, I think I need to do that part-time with a regular 9 to 5 job that has, because otherwise I just I'll fuck off all day, seems like. Go lay in the grass. What else? Yeah, so I haven't really overextended anything. Nothing a regular 9 to 5 2-bit job won't really solve, to be honest. Two bits. Yeah, prices have gone up though. I'm not talking about the economy though. We got some of our best men on the job. We got trannies in the military, transgender, rainbow flag. That's a new national flag. I think it's like the new national religion is, the homosexuality. I don't know. I do know the tranny thing, that came out with the Biden administration. All the trans stuff. They say Big Mike. There's another meme that was kind of funny. It's called Big Back Mountain, and it was a tape measure going across Obama's partner's back, and it's called Big Back Mountain. Because he's dancing with his wife in a huge, back in that dress. Big Back Mountain. So yeah, that's when the tranny stuff came out with the Obamas. And a lot of Obama's ex-gay lovers seem to drop dead. They came out saying, hey, Obama's gay and you were his lover, or whatever, had some kind of relations, smoked crack in the back of a limo with him. Well, fellatio, whatever. But these guys just dropped dead, So it's not only Hillary Clinton that has a trail of dead bodies, or Bill Clinton. It's like almost all of them. All of the, well, not all of them, but it's like, yeah, it's not just Hillary or the Clintons. It's Obama. It's, even Kevin Spacey, some of his accusers, I think one of them at least got ran over with the car. So they just, they just kill these guys, basically what they're doing. Yeah, but that's not what I want to talk about, is it? Well, it does have to do with the tranny stuff that's, in DC and the current administration. Pete Buttigieg just hiring people because they're homosexuals, promoting them because of that reason, solely because of that reason, right? And you had that train derailment, then you had missing chemicals, and then you had that fire that they're saying there was ammonia in it. There's chemical fire from Canada. They're saying they use those chemicals, in the fire, etc. Very interesting stuff going on. Yeah, I'm just talking about hitting the mark. Not try, is there an element of self-sabotage somewhere? What's going on? What rock or bead or stone would you recommend for this type of situation? Well, I got today I fancied carnelian. That's carnelian stone. That's the bead. I did have a necklace, but it broke. Gotta put it back together. Carnelian kind of, gives you a strong will. I'd say kind of, I don't know. But for the situation, what I'm talking about, just, I don't know. I don't know. What am I talking about? Missing the mark, money? No, we don't want any of Zelensky's millions. And I just heard Biden pardoned Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam Bankman-Fried. Interesting name. So he got pardoned. He stole a bunch of money. Just one big robbery, one after another. It's the Bidens, it's whoever. I guess it's just leftists robbing, doing the robbery. Not that I think the right is good with Bush. Bush was a quote-unquote Republican. Not that I like him whatsoever, any of the Bushes. But it's just the left wing, and speaking of the left and left and right, it's like the left is the evil, basically, right? The right is the good, and I don't know if that's in the Bible or I'm talking about, though. The left is always considered bad, like the evil, and then the right is the good. Yeah, the left, Democrats, I guess, the party, we can say they're leftists doing this. That doesn't forgive, Bush or all he did for America, 9/11 and the Patriot Act, and establishing Homeland Security, which is kind of the legislating. They're the legislative branch of enslavement branch. You know, I know how they were born. I saw them being born. We saw that after 9/11. They were shoved through. They shoved that through. They shoved Patriot Act through. And there were no planes used during 9/11. None. Not one. No plane hit the Pentagon. No plane hit Twin Towers. 0 planes involved. All bullshit. But here we are today. Just one robbery after another. Pardoning crooks. Persecuting your enemies. Not as corrupt as Korean, but we're on the path of corruption. It seems like. And you know, I was listening to David Knight, and he's talking about these prisons. They have low communication prisons for Americans where they kind of try to limit your communications. What's it called? Very interesting stuff you don't hear about on the mainstream, or too much even in alternative, about, you know, these prisons for, it's like political prisoners basically in America. But hey, you know, could be worse, right? That's what everybody says. Well, it could be worse. We could be them. We could be them. We're there. They're worse, so we're better. We're good. We don't have any problems because they're worse. Is that the right approach to everything? Hey, look, they're worse, so, you know, at least we're not them. We're not that bad. So anyways, I'm not sure what I want to talk about really. Kind of, yeah, missing the mark. Kind of, you know, self-sabotage, missing the mark. It's a sin. To sin. You know, Neville Goddard talks about thought and imagination and all that. So we can imagine the correct way. We can try not to sin, not to miss the mark. Make up your mind. You know, there's a song by Bush, B-U-C-H, B-U-S-C-H, the band Bush. It's called Greedy Fly. I'm not sure if the name matches the song. But yeah, it's called Make Up Your Mind. Well, it's called Greedy Fly, but the lyrics say make up your mind. You know, flies aren't greedy, they're just flies. Part of the ecosystem, circle of life. Nothing wrong with flies or mosquitoes. They all deserve to live, and I'm in favor of mosquitoes. You know, I remember I enjoyed watching this mosquito larvae when I was in Long Beach. Watching them swim around, And eventually they'll hatch. You know, little mosquitoes, little bloodsuckers. Little baby mosquitoes.